Laurie from No Rolls Barred, and welcome to Board Game Club, where the first rule of Board Game Club is an unchained melody. Every week we gather a group of our friends here in the NRB studio to show you just how much fun board gaming can be. And this week we are playing Paranormal Detectives, designed and published by Lucky Duck Games. In Paranormal Detectives, one player is going to be dead. Bad, sad times. And the other players are going to be trying to work out the manner in which they died. The who, the why, the where, the how, and the weapon that was used. And they do that by asking the ghost questions. The questions can't be anything with a yes or no answer. They have to be open-ended and open to interpretation, and then the ghost gets to answer. But the twist is, this ghost only communicates in unconventional manners. Players take alternating turns where they get to ask one question, but to do that, they also have to play a card, and this denotes the manner in which the ghost is going to respond. This one is the ghost scream, which allows the ghost to make a sound or indicate an object in the room to answer that question. Other means of answering the questions involve a pantomime for the ghost mirror, drawing on people's backs to do the answer, putting down these markers on this talking board to suggest different words and phrases, fiddling with this, the ghost meter, which you can use to say whether something is large or small, heavy or light, fast or slow, etc., etc. You slide these sliders up and down, you can place them wherever you want, and that is meant to suggest something. It is meant to suggest something, I swear. Please stop talking about the thing that it definitely doesn't suggest. You can also use the hangman's rope to make a little shape and have people guess what that means. Or they can use a magic quill in which one of the players will hold out their hand and the ghost will use their hand to draw a picture with. Or there's tarot cards, which allows the ghost to draw 3 cards from the top of the tarot deck and arrange them however they like, trying to help the player answer their own question. Well, how do you win? Well, the ghost player is going to, at the beginning of the game, have drawn one of these, which is their backstory. They get to look at it, and it will tell them the manner in which they died. I'm not going to flip this card over and show you because it will spoil the game for you, because there's only a limited number of these in the game. But what it has on the back is everything like the who, why, where, how, and weapon that you need to get the other players to guess. It also shows you a picture that corresponds to this corpse and tells you where to put these little wound markers, which shows you the wounds that were found on the body when it was discovered. It also wants you to assign gender and then gives you a very short sentence to read out of what the body looked like when it was discovered. In this case, a woman in a swimsuit. When the players think they have asked enough questions to have gleaned enough of the answers to make a confirmed guess, they will then say, I want to make a guess. Then what they have to do is name 5 key words corresponding to these 5 key questions: the who, the why, the where, the how, and the weapon. If they get them all right, great, they've won the game. You just say, well done, you've won. If they get some of them right, but not all of them, what the ghost will instead do is write down a number on one of their boards, showing them how many they got correct. In this case, 2. And if that happens to be the case, that the players have made a guess and they don't get it correct, the ghost gets a chance to play one of the cards from their hand, which allows them to use one of the talking board, the ghost meter, or the hangman's knots to try and guide the players into why they've gone wrong, but without saying directly which thing it relates to. Players are only going to get 2 guesses to get this right in a cooperative game. 1 guess and they get it wrong, then the game carries on. 2nd guess and they get it wrong, then I assume the ghost just thinks it's not worth trying to cling to the mortal coil and decides maybe the underworld will work out better for me. Maybe the underworld will work out better for me. I don't know. The game is over. If players instead, though, manage to guess all of the 5 key words on the back of this card, then they win. It's worth noting that in each section, the who, the why, the where, the how, and the weapon, there could be multiple words. So as long as they say one of those words when they're giving their keywords, that's good. And the rule of close enough also applies here, especially when it comes to synonyms and the like. So, will our spectral investigators ghost bust this case wide open, or will they find themselves snowed 6 feet under paperwork? Find out as we play Paranormal Detectives. Joining me for this episode of Board Game Club, I'm joined by Rosie.
Hi.
I'm joined by Dom.
Ooh.
I'm joined by Sully.
Hello.
And welcome, Lorna. Welcome to Board Game Club. Unfortunately, Lorna, it's a bad day to join Board Game Club because there's been a terrible accident. I'm dead, guys. Everyone's very upset. Why don't you look?
We're putting a
Guys.
brave face on it.
Yeah.
Well, you at least wore black today, Dom, so you must have known. How did you know?
I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, because the guys are going to be trying to solve my murder, potentially murder. There can not be murders in this game, because we're playing paranormal detectives.
Hold on, so you could have just died of a heart attack or something.
Exactly.
Oh my god.
Or like old age.
Yeah, precisely. But I've just got some unfinished business. So why don't we start with Sullivan on a turn? So on a turn, players can ask me a non-yes or no question about the manner of my death, and they play a card to go alongside it, which will denote how I'm going to answer. So I have written down here who I am and how I died, and I can give you very limited information about that. The first bit of information is this. This is my body. From this, you know, basically you can see what kind of wounds I was found with on my body. If I had multiple wounds, I would put these little tokens on to mark wounds. Read into that what you will, there are no tokens on there. And the one thing you can find out is I am a woman in a sunbathing suit with a mobile phone.
Well, it sounds like she electrocuted herself by accident.
Falling in the pool.
Or she ate the phone.
Is that a guess?
No,
She ate the phone.
no, we're discussing things.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe she choked on the phone, guys.
Choked on the phone. Yeah, they didn't say where the phone was found, so.
It's a little phone icon.
Okay.
So we are playing the cooperative variant, I think is the other thing worth saying here. We're playing together, which, you know, NRB's really good at working together
Yeah.
on mysteries and solving
Right.
them.
Very good.
Great at it.
Very good.
Morons unite.
Yeah.
Why have the medical professionals got this guy to help them solve something they could probably solve with medicine?
I think he's pretty qualified.
Is that a wolf pretending to be a man?
No.
Are you?
No, I can't do a yes/no question.
No.
Okay. Okay. How did you?
Go
How
on.
did you die? Seems like a basic question, but how is it that you died? With the talking board, please.
The talking board. I'm going to do this.
It's moving.
I'm going to do this.
Oh,
Can I put them on the same one?
I think so,
Yeah.
Yeah.
nasty,
NST.
nasty you. Nasty you.
Ooh.
That's weird.
This is a dyslexic's absolute nightmare.
Nasty fool. Nasty fool.
Wait a minute. That could be S. So we could have something like STUN, stung. I was like, that's not a word, but it is a word. Stung is a word.
Could be.
Stung. What do you mean could be? What else could it be, Rosie?
Well, it could be. I suppose he
Stung.
didn't use the A, but I feel like he's maybe spelling NSTY and then F is F for full. Otherwise, he would have just used the A for nasty.
I think stung is the one because he's spelling out an actual word.
Yeah, not case.
I feel like I'm on countdown.
Okay.
I wrote NST, NSTUYI, NST, and now I realise what you
You shouldn't
did.
write your passwords down.
I wrote 1, 2, 3, 7.
He was stunned.
Stump.
He was stunned.
I like this.
He was nuts.
He was nuts.
Stiffy is what you said.
Stave.
Stiffy.
Stave.
He was nuts. He was nutsed by a stiffy.
As there are only 5 markers, I could be doing the beginning of a word. I could be doing a full word, obviously. I could also be doing the beginning of multiple words if there are multiple words in how
Like
I
an
die.
acronym.
What I'm saying.
Like an acronym or something like that.
I just think it's quite clearly stung, Rosie. What's your acronym stand for?
No, I think
Not silly, thanks, friend.
The only thing is, would you say that a sting has no wound? It's a tiny wound.
Does it bleed?
Tiny wound. I don't know if it bleeds. I haven't been stung in a long time, not since I was a baby.
When I was last stung by a wasp, it did not bleed.
no.
It swelled up, and it hurt like hell.
I like that.
You wouldn't call
Thud.
it a wound.
Even a horsefly, which
Like Super Mario.
the horsefly caused. I've been bitten by a horsefly twice. My foot swelled up like this because I found out horseflies don't have sort of proboscises like mosquitoes. They have teeth, so they rip the skin, which is why it's more likely to get infected.
Can you say proboscis again, please?
Proboscis.
Yeah.
Proboscis.
Again?
Don't do that. People have clipped that.
Jellyfish. She's in a bikini.
Oh.
Stung.
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 Oh, so now we believe me.
Oh. It's an excellent theory.
I think I'm a detective for a reason, and I don't know why I'm working with these nutcases who are like, let's see if the string arranges itself. What could it mean?
Dom's the only detective we're just on work experience.
I'm just a passing sexy lady.
I'm going to be honest here. I think I've cracked this case, and then everyone's gaslighting me into saying something stupid because they're children. They're idiot children who can't work out that this woman was stung. Laurie literally wrote the word stung. I don't need a bigger clue than that.
I was on my way to perform Sister Act.
You guys are all like, what? Breathe on this glass and we'll hear you. And I'm like looking at the body being like, well, there's some big jellyfish stings on this. But what
You
kind of
didn't
stings?
come up with jellyfish.
I came up with stung you hours ago.
Jellyfish.
Yeah, well,
She actually wrote down what she was doing on her phone as it happened.
I've been stung by a jellyfish. Big proboscis guy.
I
Proboscis.
believe she was stung.
And has everyone seen as much of that as they want to see before I
I've
take
seen
all of
too
it
much.
Yes.
Yes, thank you, Spectre.
Okay.
I've taken a note of all the
Very
letters,
polite.
so we can look at them again.
just in case we want to go over scuffumfy.
It's giving me something.
Nuts by a stiffy or stung by a jellyfish? You decide.
I know which way I'd rather go.
That's by jellyfish.
I'm scared of stiffies.
Yeah, that's my jellyfish.
Does nuts by a stiffy mean being hit in your own balls by your dick?
I think so.
Yes, so, yeah.
It's the way you wanted to go.
It's the way he said he went.
Okay, Lorna, it's your turn. You get to ask a question and play a card.
Okay.
Let's just check about the dick and balls.
Were you nuts by a stiffy? Oh no, yeah, no yes or no,
No yes or no.
questions. Okay. Let's get to work. Come on, guys, let's get to work.
Detective just crying in the corner, like, why am I looking after these children?
Because I'm a very sexy lady and I love physical affection, I want you to draw on my back. But I haven't got the question yet. But I just know that I want to be touched.
It'd be really
Deep.
unfortunate if you were only turned on by spectral touch.
I think unfortunate is a word, or mad. Could be another.
Could be mad.
There was a woman who went on this morning who said she had sex with a ghost.
I think so.
Yes,
I
yeah.
think so.
Yeah.
Let's see it, James.
And you dressed in a very sexy negligee, and you went into the display bedroom and turned the lights off and waited.
I did, yes. I suppose I want to know if anyone else was present.
Ooh. That's
Any
a yes
person.
or no, I guess.
Who was present?
Oh, that's good. Yeah. I can do that.
He's going to say jellyfish.
Yeah, if you just
Get
get
out
off.
there.
So I can't
Yeah,
draw.
Wait, are we allowed to look? I guess not.
You are allowed to look, yeah,
Okay.
because you can't feel it.
But
So
they'll
it's
see
fine.
it.
It's fine. I'm not. So when you're doing this ghost touch, you're not allowed to spell the word. You draw a picture
Okay.
of the answer. So I'm not allowed to just write whatever the actual answer is there.
Just shut up and touch me.
The audience don't matter. This isn't for
Turn the
them.
cameras off.
Get me a mirror.
See this?
Okay, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. It's very light. The first thing that I do when I arrive here is make someone draw on my back, which I definitely brought on myself, but I love physical affection. And that's a rare thing you get to do in a board game. You don't get to do that in Scrabble. You don't get to do that in most versions of Monopoly. But if I design them, that's what I'd make every rule.
I think I know what that was.
It felt like a fish. Did it not look like a fish?
Well, it did, but I think it had wings.
Oh.
So I think it was a bee
Oh, a bee.
with a sting.
Yeah.
With a proboscis.
With a proboscis.
He definitely drew a
So it
proboscis.
turns out jellyfish
Yeah, it was
wasn't right,
big.
but it stung. Stung was right all along.
I believe we
believe
No, you
you.
didn't.
We
Rosie
did.
wrote down.
Other
Look what
options.
Rosie wrote down. Loads of nonsense.
Look what Rosie wrote down.
Yeah, after the end, it went.
Steve Griffin. That's jellyfish in Russian.
I think it was an insect. And that is my theory.
So we're thinking
The
Yeah.
who is bee.
bee or
Wasp.
maybe wasp.
It felt quite cute, so I doubt it's a wasp.
Bee.
It was big and round. That's not a
Oh
wasp.
no, that's not a wasp. You go long and slender for a wasp.
What of a hornet? What of a hornet?
Hornet. Oh yeah. What of a hornet?
What of a hornet?
Classic Shakespeare.
I may look like an American gumshoe, but I'm much more of a Sherlock Holmes character.
Maybe we should put stinging insect.
Yeah.
So it's more
essentially,
general.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I've written bee for the moment.
So I'm going to ask, why do you think you died? But I haven't decided what the best... I'm open to suggestions on this. We could have a... Ooh.
I would vouch for getting touched on the back.
Yeah, I
very
don't think I've got
comforting.
that. Oh no, I do.
Like a cat.
What about?
Ghost meter could be quite good because we might get lots of information.
Have you got the
But then
pantomime
why?
one?
No, but I've got scream. Should we have a scream?
What's a scream?
The ghost makes a sound or indicates an object in the room.
Yep.
Ghost scream, please.
Ghost
Why
scream.
Why do you think you died? Why?
Oh.
God, that was frightening.
That was actually frightening. That was terrifying.
So I think that kind of panic, because that was
Very good.
panic.
yeah.
She panicked when she should have stayed calm because there was a bee on her. I always say, be calm.
But what of a hornet?
But what
Or
of
a hornet, or a
What
wasp,
of a
or a
hornet?
stinging insect. What of a hornet? What of a hornet, dear heart, dear heart? What if it flew into my car? What if it flew in through the window and stung me in the eye? Not all poems have to rhyme.
Right.
Rosie.
Oh, here we go. Show me what you've learned.
I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna ask about the ass.
Please
the
phrase
ghost-
this well.
The ghost must mouth one word. What was the weapon? Sting.
Could have said dick.
Could have been dick. Do it to them. What was the weapon?
Proboscis.
Nice. Well, it wasn't ass.
Now, is it Sting as in a stinger or the musician? Or the wrestler? There's so many options. We
Or
don't
the
know for
or the
sure.
musical sort of a musical sting.
Yeah.
Like,
Or it could have been a sting operation.
Or it could have been sting.
I did have the option to make a sound. I didn't choose to woo, so I don't think it's that
It's not
sting.
yeah, okay. It's not Roxanne
I
either.
think we've got a-
But it's gone. You can make one sound. Roxanne!
Oh, Sting killed this woman. Imagine.
She must have stood. She must have stood too close to him or something.
Well, let's compile our evidence.
Wait, we still need to know where this happened.
Okay, Father.
I know I'm going to ask where it happened, but how will I ask it? Because these aren't very helpful. Maybe I use the ghost meter.
To find out where. I'm not
don't-
sure that'd be very helpful. We'll find out it was a young place that was big and heavy.
No, but it could be a wet place
Could be a wet
Yeah.
place.
and a hot place.
Yep.
Can you
And
use
a
the
loud
colour
place.
chart?
Yeah.
Yep.
You can find out the
That
colour.
would work.
I'm going to
Of
use
the
the
place.
ghost meter to ask where did the murder take place? Where did your death take place?
So with the ghost, I'll explain the ghost meter to you guys. With the ghost meter, I'm allowed to place 3 of these little sliders on this meter here to try to get you to where I was killed. These range from little to large, light to heavy, slow to fast, good to evil, quiet to noisy, cold to hot, young to old, and then there's colours. So,
It was an old, evil, heavy place.
this is where.
Yeah, this is where. And you got colours. So
Old evil heavy
Beach.
place.
I'm getting beach.
that's my thinking
Just
as
from
well.
yellow?
yeah.
yes.
Okay.
Well, and she's wearing a bikini.
She's wearing a bikini.
Yeah.
So it makes a lot of sense.
Hot beach.
Warm. I'd say that.
It's
oh no,
LA,
very
isn't
hot.
it?
We're very hot.
Very hot.
Nice hot beach.
Okay, the
Is that-
Sahara
it's-
Desert.
It's
Yes,
saying,
she was in the desert.
In the middle of the desert in a
Stung by a
bikini.
desert wasp.
She's in the oven.
getting the sun tan.
She's gone in the oven. That's why she's in the bikini.
Yeah, with a bunch of bees. Get out there! Get out!
Melissa, what
got
are you
this oven.
doing? I've told you about this.
Don't go in the oven.
Baby girl.
Do I have to use all three?
Up to, it said.
Up to.
Up to 3, yeah. So you can. You
could be a
can
noisy
just use
place,
2. I think we've got it there with beach.
It's got to be beach, isn't it?
Beach. I feel like we need to nail down exactly whether it was bee, wasp, or hornet.
What of a hornet?
But what of a hornet, you guys?
Or if it was a
singer.
swarm. I'd love to know if it was
Yes.
just the one.
So we're thinking beach.
A hot
probably.
yellow place.
Hot yellow place. It's either beach or desert, or a custard factory.
It could be, I was going to say, it could be fondue.
Could be a fondue.
A hot
Gotta
yellow
think
place.
about- yeah.
With bees.
Well,
Honey.
yes.
It could have been a
Honey.
big pot of hot
Ooh,
honey
hot
that she
honey.
wanted to have a dip in her bikini. And it attracted the bees.
Classic Melissa.
Classic Melissa.
Sticking her whole body in an oven full of bees, dipping herself in honey.
Well, I love the effort to put on a bikini. Like,
Yeah.
why did she bother doing that?
Well, what's the point?
Maybe
May
she
as
knew
well
she's got an allergy and she wanted to go out looking
Didn't help.
Yeah.
A
This was a suicide.
bikini.
Big.
bikini.
Holy
Or a
shit.
hornet bikini.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
A wasp bikini.
Bikini.
Yeah. Jellyfish bikini.
Later hornets.
Lader hornets. Very good.
Who was she phoning? What was she doing on her phone? And I want you to do pantomime.
Fantastic.
Pantomime. Okay. 3-second pantomime of who I was phoning.
Or what you were doing on the phone.
What I was doing on the phone.
You might be playing Tetris.
I need to clarify. We need to clarify the question. I think. So, is it what I'm doing on the phone?
What sort of phone do you have?
How much battery did you have when you died?
How many tabs did you have open? Was that it?
That wasn't it. No.
Let's see.
Okay.
Yeah. Who were you talking to on the phone?
The
Paramedics.
ambulance.
Our first
Paramedics.
aider.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she rang the ambulance.
I've been stung by a creature.
Insert
Insert
who.
creature.
It's a creature. Oh, okay.
Which she did with force.
So she knows she's allergic.
Yep.
She knows she's been got. She's panicking. She's on the phone to the medic.
And she falls off the balcony and has a nasty fall.
Perfect. It all comes back. Okay, cool. That's useful.
I could do Hangman's Knot. I think it's either going to be Ghost Meter or Hangman's Knot.
Do the hangman's knot? We haven't
Or
done
we
it.
could do Quill Pen.
Oh.
Oh, quill
Quill
pen might be
pen.
No,
best.
because can Laurie distinguish in art the difference between a bee, a wasp, and a hornet?
Can he distinguish it in rope or
Much
in
better.
meter?
That's his medium.
Let's do Quill Pen. I'm curious. So I'd like to know what insect stung you?
Can we
you
just?
write?
Yeah. Well, I was going to ask. Can we discuss what we think those 3 insects look like to try and communicate to the ghost what he should draw?
That's genius.
Okay, well, we've already said wasp, long and slender.
Long and slender.
Bee,
Bee.
cute and chubby.
Cute and chubby.
Hornet. Big head. Angry.
And loads of teeth.
Long,
Yes.
long and
Let's-
big-headed.
And there's a little H on
Yeah.
the belly.
on every hornet's belly.
Rimmer,
You know
like
that,
Rimmer
right?
in Red
It's
Dwarf.
spelled H-O-R-N-E-T.
I've got a story about a bee. Trying to connect the bee with the seaside. And there's a story that happened to my mum where she was swimming in the sea and a bee was in the water. So she scooped up the bee on her big toe. And then she realised she couldn't put her foot back in the water because the bee would then drown like it already was drowning. So she slowly just swam to shore with the bee on her toe like this It took half an hour to get to shore, because she was quite far out. And then she got to land and it just flew off. So that's what I was wondering had happened to Melissa. And that's what I wanted to ask.
So with the quill pen, what happens is Dom is going to hold this pen and I'm going to move Dom's hand to
Keep it nice and loose.
draw
Loose
this.
from the shoulder.
If the pen ever comes off the board, we have to stop drawing there.
Even by
It needs to be
accident.
it needs to be one continuous line.
Keep that pen
that pen
on
down.
until we solve the mystery.
Oh, my tummy. Oh, my tummy went out.
Oh,
of
it's
anticipation.
chubby and round. We're going with chubby and round here. What the hell
There's
is
the wings.
happening?
Can't see what
Proboscis. The proboscis has come out. Laurie can't actually see what he's drawing.
Okay, so
Are
there's
those teeth?
stripes.
Those are
Oh, no,
stripes.
stripes.
Those are stripes.
I think that's a B.
That's a
That's
bee.
a chubby
That's a
round bee.
cute little bee.
Also, I think people are more tend to be more allergic to bees than wasps. I don't know if that's true. I just
at
made
that.
that up.
That's a B if I ever saw one. That,
After our discussion, I think that's a B.
if you
What was
saw
that,
that flying
kids?
towards you.
What was that kids program where it was like bum 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 bum, and then there was like a giant
Stop it and tidy up.
stop it and tidy up. That reminded me of the big bee on that.
Stop It and Tidy Up is a horrible name for a children's
Stop
program.
it and
Stop It and Tidy
Do
Up.
you know what I'm on about though?
No,
Yeah, there was a big bee.
You're too
There was a
young.
gigantic bee.
Yeah, and there was a little. There was like, oh, it was a hot.
Was it Terry Wogan did the voice?
I think he did. I think he did. When you
How
finish
old
watching
are
this,
you both? Terry Wogan.
35. Yeah.
I can't answer yes or no questions.
I'll do it in tarot.
After you finish watching this, go and Google "Stop It and Tidy Up" opening sequence, and you'll see how nightmarish clearly our childhood was.
In the 1860s.
Father, could I have another sugar plum, please? I want to watch Stop It and Tidy Up.
The bees on
Stop it and
screen.
tidy up.
Programs will be sent to you via telegram.
I've taken my LSD, and now I'm ready for my cartoons.
Like a young Wogan.
Well, he's just doing the voiceover.
A disembodied yo.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought
Yogan.
you meant he was the
Yogan.
bee.
Yoga.
Huge bee.
Terry
Backwards.
Wogan dressed up as a bee. That'd be
Teddy
brilliant.
Wogan.
Sir Terry the bee.
Well, we solved it ages ago when I pointed out he wrote stung. But
Round of applause
I feel-
for Dom.
So if you guys think you have it,
He's the best of us.
you can make an official guess. You get 2 guesses as in a cooperative game. If they make a guess and it's incorrect, what I will just do is on one person's board, I'll write the number of answers they did get correct. But then it's up to you to try and work out which one is incorrect and fix that issue.
Oh, we might as well. Wait, what were you going to say?
unless we want any more on why, because here's what I've got. I've got bee, panic, beach, stung, sting.
I've got, B, panic or allergy. Allergy might be the better one for why, I'm thinking, because I don't know, it's hard. But yeah, beach, stung, sting as well.
I'm just thinking about the why you got stung.
I suppose why you got stung
Panic.
rather than...
But yeah, I think why it killed you is an allergy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't think if the why is related to the bee's motive, then it's that
That's
they
a good
panicked.
point. That's a good point.
Oh, he had motive and opportunity
Isn't it?
and the means.
But it's not
Strapped straight to his ass.
that sweet ass.
it actually killed him in the process as well, of course.
Yeah. Well, depending on the species.
Can you not see the
Do we need to know
tiny
that?
chalk outline over here?
Is it? It's not why they were. It's not why. It's not necessarily a murder.
No.
So why they died
It's a
is
double-
because they had an allergy.
It's a murder suicide if it's a
guess.
bee.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it is murder suicide, exactly.
But could it be lots of bees? Like, are we missing a trick with the
Swarm thing.
With the
I think-
thing.
Asking,
Worst one I've ever thought.
how many assailants were there?
I still feel like we don't really know how.
Yeah, like was she sticking her hand in a hive to get some sweet honey for her
you know what I mean?
sexy bikini?
What-
It's Winnie the Pooh!
Sexy Winnie the
bear in
Pooh.
a cartoon. Was she sticking her hand in?
Winnie
Yeah.
the Pooh wears a
well,
bikini.
Couldn't be.
Yeah.
It couldn't
yeah,
be Winnie
just
the
not the
Pooh,
bottoms,
which
the
doesn't wear
half.
bottoms. Yeah, just a bikini top.
Are you wearing just a bikini top? You can't describe what Winnie the Pooh wears as a bikini top.
It's a top.
Bikini top.
It's just a top. It's just a top.
It's cropped.
Yeah, it's a crop top.
And it
definitely.
hides his boobs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Which he has.
Those
his
sweet
belly
teddy
and
boobs.
below is all that.
Winnie the Pooh has.
It's all for everyone.
Big old
That's why they don't call him Winnie the Brood. Why don't you ask a question
Bare belly
like,
and below.
It's my turn.
Hello.
Haunted mirror. The ghost does a pantomime. Maximum 3 seconds.
Uh-huh.
I think we should ask how the bee and the beach and the woman came to be.
Came to be.
That's what I'm saying.
what in terms of like how like
Came to be.
like huge movements of the earth drove, tectonic
Oh, do you have some
plates?
notes on my question, do you?
Yeah, it's a
For
bit-
fuck's
it's a
sake.
bit
Meant to be
woolly.
cooperative.
All right.
Look,
So what's the question?
I think my question is, how did this woman and this bee and this
feeling for
beach
the bee.
come to be?
How did this woman and this bee and this beach come to be? So like,
You want to explain long
In 3
short
seconds.
drift?
No, I don't
why
know.
are they all there together?
Why are they all there together?
Well, yeah, why is
how did the woman and the bee?
That's a better question.
Why are the woman and the bee interacting? What's happening?
Sure.
Yeah, because the woman was phoning 999, but that was after the bee got
Yeah.
all up in her face.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So she's got changed into a lovely Winnie the Pooh outfit. Okay. She's gone sunbathing.
Which
Fully
is,
naked
which is
from the tum down.
Yeah, tum down.
Fully naked
She's
from
ready.
the tum
She's ready
down.
for
We
anything.
know that.
She's
We
ready.
know that.
Yeah.
She's pooing, guys.
Yeah, she's
On the beach.
on the beach. She's cosplaying as a dog.
Yeah.
She's out there. She's on the beach. A bee arrives. She's stung. She's panicking. She phones 999, and then she dies.
So why did the bee arrive?
Where has the bee come from?
Why has the bee come from?
Is there? A,
I'll do a mine. I'll do a
Why
mine for
has
that
the
if you-
bee come from?
why has the bee come where?
I'll do it if you want. If that's what you want.
Who? Why? Where? How? Weapon come bee?
I think I know what the next mystery is. You've got to
Where
solve.
does a bee come from?
Where does a bee? How did a bee come
I'm
to
just
be?
going to do the thing that I think you've said,
It
which
looks
is
like this gumshoe.
You tell me what
shot
you think my
himself.
question is.
I'm going back to the afterlife. I've decided.
Why has a bee come from?
Why has a bee come from when?
Help me!
All right, it's very
Somebody
simple.
help me!
Very
Brian.
simple. It's very simple. Okay, how has a bee when? And who?
All right.
I'll ask it
I'm
again.
gonna do it.
Answer. Right.
Don't ask
Right,
it again.
No, I'll ask it
No,
again.
I've got
I'll
it.
ask it again.
Got it.
You're getting an answer to that question. How is a bee when?
What has a bee got?
When you use full English, I'll do it.
Okay, right. I'll ask you a question. One last
One
time.
last question.
Okay.
All right, here we are.
Right. Pantomime in 3 seconds. What's the bee doing there?
Ice cream. Oh.
Guys,
So she swallowed it in her drink.
she
Or her
swallowed the
phone
bee.
again.
Or
It
her
landed
phone.
on her phone.
She put her
eaten the
phone into her
phone.
mouth. Then she choked on the phone. She did choke on the
Lorna,
phone.
you got it literally at the beginning of this episode. What did she
believe
eat her
it.
phone?
We just ignored you cruelly.
It lands on the phone. She's like, delicious.
Tom.
Accidentally swallows the bee and the phone.
Booze, booze.
Yeah.
I've got a pitch. I think we should go for a guess and see how it comes out because I feel like we might have it.
Mm-hmm.
You feeling the same way? Don't know, I'm asking you.
Yeah.
Um,
Go on then. Go on. Let's have it.
so, the who, the killer, was a bee. The why was she swallowed it in her drink by accident, panicked. On the beach, how was she was stung in her mouth from accidentally swallowing it, and the weapon was the bee's sting.
I think that is all correct, but I think the why is the allergy.
Yeah. I
Oh,
don't know
sorry,
why
yeah,
it's
yeah.
the
I
allergy.
forgot to mention
I
that.
think the why might be that she deserved it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Think about whether she's been swallowing bees.
This is the first official guess.
Let's run down the official guest again.
Bee.
B.
Allergy. Beach.
Beach.
Swallows the bee, gets stung in the mouth or inside the body, and the weapon is a sting.
And he was definitely holding an ice cream, right?
Okay.
Or
Could've
or
been
drink.
Or a drink.
Yeah.
Or swallowed it.
It went in.
Oh, yeah. I did go
Drink.
in.
I don't know. Or the phone.
Well,
Okay, so there need to be 5 key words, right? So let's just do 5 words.
okay,
So
so we've got
the
B,
B.
Is B.
allergy, beach. I think it's stung and sting.
Yeah.
Do you not think it's swallowed? Because he very clearly was like,
You could swallow a bee and it not sting you, you'd be fine.
Yeah, but allergy.
But I think if it doesn't sting you, you wouldn't die.
I know, but that detail of it landing in the something and then swallowing it is obviously on the card. Because like, why would he do that so specifically?
All right, well, fine then. So it's bee, allergy, beach, swallow, sting.
I think so.
I think so.
We got 2 right. Or is that 2 wrong?
That's 2 correct.
Bloody hell.
That's awful.
No.
Oh
Which ones?
dear. Well, we don't know. That's so bad. We've been doing this for so long.
Oh, I really thought we were so easy.
Yeah, I thought
I
we were doing like a
guarantee
little
Stung is
victory
right.
lap of
I bet
like,
Stung is
oh
right.
yeah, here
Let's
we
just
go.
go through all of the options.
Well, hold on.
In case.
You're shit.
Is
You
that
are.
a shit or a wee shit?
No, this is rubbish. You mouthed the word sting. He mouthed the word sting, so that's got to be right. And he drew a B,
Yeah.
so that's got to be right.
Yeah.
So just everything else is wrong.
Wait. What if the bee is not the who? What if the bee? Oh no, because then bee would be the weapon. But then it's still the sting of the bee.
Yeah. And we saw the bee flying into the drink.
And him drinking it?
Yeah. Like the bee can't have been some.
Either we're
not at the
quite off the
beach?
mark with our understanding of the case, or this ghost is really pedantic about which exact words we use.
Because you got the guess wrong, I get to play one of these, which are my cards, where I get to do something. These come without any help, though, I think. I don't get to tell you what they're related to. I just get to do something.
We just get to all draw on your back.
Hopefully it's a
Yeah,
card.
you
No clue.
With a
Just draw on their back.
Sharpie.
just keep going. That'll be the end of the video.
Just draw your favourite thing.
With a scalpel blade.
Do you remember when I said this is like Mysterium but impossible to solve? And Terry was like, no, it's very solvable.
We solved it in 25 minutes, so.
All right.
Well, you didn't have these clowns, did you? Who were saying nasty fall when the word says stung.
We're just trying to
was there.
get some work
Okay.
experience with
I'm
a
going to
professional
play-
detective. I don't understand what
I'm
the
going to
fucking problem is.
play this card, the talking board. The ghost places markers on the talking board. So I'm going to do.
Well, what's this for? Anything.
We don't
Anything
know.
we don't know. DRH. OEA.
Don't run home.
UYI. NST. OEA.
UYI.
You, why?
UYI.
Okay.
DRH.
Rouse.
House. Downs.
T. OEA again.
I keep trying to do this and then remembering that I'm dyslexic and then being like, you know what, this one's not for you. Babe. The bit where we have to figure out all the letters that they're pointed to in the words. Every time I try really hard to do it and then I remember that I'm dyslexic, I can't do letters. But I'm really good at Scrabble, so I don't understand why particularly this I found so difficult. But I tried so hard, I kept retrying. But I'm good at, I think my skill is with the rope. I think the rope is where I'm really going to come into my own.
House.
Yeah, house is
House.
definitely an option.
Is she in a house? It's just hot and yellow.
It's a hot yellow house.
Yellow house.
I'm in my hot yellow house in my bikini.
Hey girl!
Without
What
my
if it's
bikini bottoms.
What if it's a beach house?
A beach house
A beach house.
with
Beach
a
house.
bee's nest. No bees.
There's no B.
What if the two we've got right are the who and the weapon, which is bee and sting? The where is the house. The how is swallowed it, whatever. The why we don't actually know.
So we think it is a beach house, maybe,
Or the why is swallowed.
or do we think it's just a
Maybe it was
house?
just a house and it's hot and it happens to be yellow.
We should try. Oh no, we've only got one more guess, haven't we? Oh,
Yeah.
Well, let's ask some more questions. We've got so many cards left.
I mean, the thing is, even
Yeah.
if we get it wrong, it's not, even if we get it right, it's not going to bring her back from the dead, is it? So,
Yeah, Melissa's gone.
and it doesn't sound like anyone's to blame, so
Yeah.
actually this is a complete waste of police time.
Yeah, who are we going to be arresting here?
I mean, it's
Some
not a waste
bees.
of like psychics
They're working
time.
for
Melissa's family need closure.
Because what
Yeah.
they've got else to do.
I'm
Another
probably-
royal scandal, is it?
Do I ask about the where again? Because I think we're just as confused.
Yeah.
House raises questions, certainly.
Oh, rain, but with an E in the end.
Or just, I don't know.
Rain.
I've missed off that last letter.
Rain?
Rain.
Reno.
Rainy day.
Raina.
Maybe Reno is the killer.
Reno B.
Dr. Reno, the bee trainer.
I'm thinking maybe I ask where, because this, if it is house, then we'll presumably get some kind of picture of a house.
Or what if you ask more specifically, like, where in the house did you die?
But then if it is on the beach, then
Or like what furniture or surface was nearby, or did you die on
What were you? Yeah, what were you lying on?
yes.
When you died.
when you died?
But what if he just does a straight line to represent sand? That's going to be really hard.
It's going to be so hard in this.
I would obviously make individual grains
Yeah.
out of each bit.
Every
of rope.
single individual grain, yeah.
Are you allowed to
Just
cut
into
it up?
perfect little circles. Yeah, get the scissors, Terry.
I
Whose
think
copy's
that'd
this?
be fine. Okay. What were you lying or perched on when you died?
With this.
Using the hangman's knot.
The hangman's knot, so I get to make a shape with these two knots to show them what I was lying on when I died.
This is going to be hard.
This is incredibly hard.
I'm thinking it's one of those beach deck chairs.
That'd be quite easy to do in the rope, I'd have thought.
He's making a house. He's absolutely making a house.
Yeah, but she wasn't lying on a house.
I've got another rope,
Unless
guys.
she
Come on.
was. Unless she wasn't,
Wait
she
till it's
fell.
fucking finished.
Like
for
fell off the
God's
roof
sake.
or
Fell off the roof.
something.
She was relaxing on a
Balcony.
house.
Oh.
But then when
the
we
roof.
said, "Where were you?" and you were
Hot and yellow.
Hot and yellow.
Hot and sunny.
yellow roof.
Well, then she fell into the
Must
oven
be in
with
the
these.
sun.
Sunny
She was sunbathing.
11.
Could be she was sunbathing on the roof.
Yeah,
Got stung.
that's a beehive.
That's a beehive.
But when we asked what the weapon is the sting.
Okay, it's not beehive.
This is
So
why
that
we
would
don't
mean-
say stuff till I'm finished.
Oh my god. Oh god.
It's got to be a house.
Work with
That's
me,
got to be a
rope.
house. It's got a point.
Lots of things have a point, Rosie. It's just rarely you.
I knew you were going to say that. as
I
soon as
didn't
you
want to
started
come
that
on this
sentence.
work experience placement. I didn't want to be here. You invited us. You invited all of us. What?
solve
Just so that
these
we
crimes.
can be your little minions.
I'm not even sure this is a crime.
Ridiculous.
What's happened?
I want to work in the theatre.
I'm not actually here. I'm just her hot sister, so I'm kind of hanging around, cleaning up her belongings, trying to sort out her will.
I just like looking at their bodies. I'm weird.
Shut up, Wolf.
Creep.
What a creep! You were a wolf.
I'm a wolf.
This is your first day as a human.
What do you do for a living? I train bees.
Why didn't you bring that up?
Wait, because wait a minute.
Nobody asked.
Nobody talks to me.
Because
I can't understand anyone.
So
My
weird.
only friends are the bees, the killer bees. I'm trained to kill.
My mum had an incident with killer bees. She was out. Why'd you look at me so forlornly, so
I
upset?
just thought that was going to be the end of the sentence.
Yeah, that's
My
it.
mum had an incident with killer bees.
So, what are we having for lunch?
She was out in Africa. There was a bunch of killer bees that came, like a big swarm, flew towards them, and her friend was like covered in killer bees, but they just left my mum alone. Even when they got into her friend's hair that was plaited, and she was like undoing the plait to try and get all the bees out. Even then, she never got stung once.
Wow. Did her friend get stung?
Loads.
Did she die?
No, they're not killer bees.
Killer bees.
Pretty rubbish killer bees.
Yeah.
Was
like
it
this
something in
fucker.
her blood? Was she, or like some Nivea
so.
cream or something?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it must have been just in her blood. Because I don't think she didn't travel she packed very lightly when she travelled. She famously would only like bring like 2 or 3 pairs of like pants and tops.
Famously.
That was it.
Famously.
Like
Famously in
Winnie
the
the
family.
Pooh.
We all know. Like
She
Winnie the
doesn't wear
Pooh.
pants.
She doesn't wear pants.
Not anything belly and below.
So
Belly and
famous, like-
below.
Well, you've got to
just
be careful in this
constantly
neck of the
naked.
woods.
Yeah.
So famous that customs officials are like, oh, we done it. We know you.
In you
It's just
come.
going to be a couple of pants, isn't it?
Yep. Just a couple of pants. Don't
You're
worry.
famously light
Famously,
packer.
in the family, she's famous for it. Not in the world. I didn't think anyone else in the world knew this.
£2, Julia. Welcome to Denmark.
What was your question? What were you lying on? It looks like she was lying on 2 bits of rope.
You've got it, Tom. Are we thinking maybe that's a deck chair and this is the house? So she's outside in her sand pit.
If she fell off,
Yellow sandpit.
if she fell off the roof because it was a hot, sunny day, she would have bled out.
Pool? Swimming pool?
Maybe
Ooh,
it's
and
a pool.
drowned.
It's a bit small for
Oh,
a pool. They've got loads of ropes
Look at
there.
compared to the size of the house.
and surely he would have driven.
He would have put.
Drawn.
Isn't there a wet thing on there?
Yeah.
Is there a wet?
No.
Oh no.
No, it's just hot. Hot and yellow.
Hot and yellow.
I feel like it's just staring us in the face and we just can't get it. I don't know what.
We need to
the-
ask more
like,
questions.
Out of
Yeah.
all of the questions that we've asked,
We've still got
a
loads of
clear
cards.
narrative has developed and we
Yeah.
got it wrong. So
Yeah.
what? What?
It means we've been asking the wrong questions.
What's the meaning of all this?
Well, we need to ask some more different questions.
I don't know how useful these tarot cards are going to be.
Go for it, though. Go for it.
I kind of want to use them.
Just
That-
ask what
it's
you
new.
want.
It's
Yeah.
something
Yeah,
new
leave
and
that.
different.
Thank
Are
you.
we settled that that's a house and a pool?
No.
No, it's a house and something maybe.
Okay,
Penis.
can you give us more clues to what the hell that is with the tarot cards?
Okay,
You can use 3 tarot cards.
Great question.
Thank you
sure.
so much.
So that's not a question, though, that's just a demand.
Yes, it is.
So what's
That's
the
why it's a great question.
What's the, yeah.
Can
What
you?
does-
What does that
question
mean?
is, question is, give us more. Explain yourself, boy.
Once again,
Still
once again,
demand.
I'm a Winnie the Pooh woman. 2, it needs to be a question.
Okay.
Can you? Can you? It's not a demand.
But that's a yes
Oh,
or
it's a yes or
no.
question.
Will you? That's still yes.
That's a yes or
What
no.
about just
What does this
that-
mean?
Yeah.
What does this mean?
Yeah. Perfect.
Fine.
That's all
Fine.
it is.
So with the tarot cards, I get to draw 3 tarot cards. I get to play them and arrange them in any shape order I want. I can have them upside down if I want to. I can flip them over so they're not really showing the main pictures. But we'll see where we get to with this.
I will try and talk to anything, and just because I love chatting, so I will talk. You know, if a ghost wants to try and talk to me, well, here's what I'm saying: I'm open. Okay, if you're out there and you're watching this, ghost, try and get in touch with me because I'll chat with you. But no, I'm not particularly spiritual. Although my granddad was a priest, so you know, there's some spooky stuff happening in the old, the old brain. Surface level stuff.
Okay.
The Hermit. Oh, the sun.
So that's the sun. Yeah, that's definitely the sun.
Oh, this is
shining down.
beautiful.
Oh,
So it's a really hot day, and
that's maybe the pool
or a vulva.
or a vulva.
2 vulvas.
It's 2 vulvas.
2 vulvas kissing.
That makes a lot of sense.
Penis.
Okay.
Scissoring.
Winnie the Pooh
penis.
outfit and 2
2
vulvas
vulvas.
kissing.
It's definitely the Playboy Mansion.
This all makes much more sense.
The Hermit. So she was definitely by herself if it's the Hermit,
Yeah.
right?
Well, it depends on whether the hermit, the text is relevant, but if
Well, he's covered up the bottom bit. Is there a bit under the Hermit?
I think
It's
Hermit is a really good name for your guy.
I'm hermit. I'm hermit. I'm weird. I train bees.
Is that a deck chair and that's the pool? Because it's not really a house shape. Kind of. Oh, Barrels? He's about to say. It could be. That
If
could
I
be
could
a deck
just say we would have been out of here in 5 minutes.
chair. Why haven't you just told us the answer?
God. This is why you can't play solo games either.
Come on, you ask your
I
question.
wish we'd played the competitive version.
You didn't get it right. Fucking hell.
We don't know how much I
is
got
the
right and how
worst
much you got wrong.
Work experience placement I've ever had.
If you say that one more time, I'm
and I worked in a drum
shop.
shop in Eastbourne.
Yeah, well, they obviously did some damage, didn't they?
I did work
Bang,
experience. I did my work experience at Cadbury World.
That's
Isn't
great.
that really cool?
That's brilliant. That's
Yeah.
really great.
What did you get to eat chocolate?
Yeah, loads, and I came home smelling like milk every day. It was gross.
Oh man,
Yeah.
that's
Well,
horrid.
that's a shame.
Where was yours?
I was at an infant school. I was a teacher's assistant. It was great.
Did you come home smelling like milk?
Every day.
So this was what did
You can move it to the
what
one
were you
side if you
on
want.
when you died? This was explain that.
Yeah.
I'm just
Explain what
gonna
that means.
redraw this because we.
So I think that means she was alone in the pool. I think that's all that means.
I think she's on a lilo. I
Yeah.
think she's having a lovely drink. I don't know how she gets her phone though. So maybe she's not on a lilo. Maybe she's like on a sunbed.
So we're thinking, where is like sun lounger, whatever, next to the pool? Are we sure it's the bee is the killer?
Defo.
I think so. We specifically discussed we wanted a nice fat bee, and that's what you drew.
Yeah.
What shall I ask then?
I think you should ask something about the beach so that we can like rule it out. Or,
like we're
or
really-
how
I
important
feel like
is the
really-
swallowing? Ask how important.
I feel like we need to find 3 correct answers. We've got 2 correct answers. We're focusing on the where quite a bit.
We got B. We got Y. Is the allergy. The where, sunbed.
Yeah.
The how, drinks it.
Maybe we should ask
Weapon
about that.
sting.
Like, how important is the drinking of the bee?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if that's not relevant, and that was just something that Laurie kind of embellished to illustrate that she was stung in the mouth or something. You
Yeah.
could ask where she was stung on her body, maybe.
Boobies.
Her boobies.
Is that going to reveal a lot to
Gone for
us?
the only covered bit. The only covered bit of this woman, that bee was like, I'm having that. How dare you cover this up?
Special underwear.
What about,
A couple of treats for me.
I see that as a challenge.
should I ask, what was the cause of death on the death certificate?
Yeah.
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 Now.
Imagine being a murder investigator and then going and being like, can I see the death certificate?
Murder.
Yeah, you filled this in before I got here, right?
No, my choice are ghost meter, not, or drawing on my back.
You drawing on your back.
Yeah. None of them
is
are
nice.
particularly good, are they? So I think that's probably the best.
What was the
And it's a
cause
nice
of death
sensation.
as written on
Good in a
the
different way.
death certificate?
Okay, cause of death as written on the death certificate.
Oh, you're going to say accident, aren't you?
Cause of death as written on the death certificate. So that would be related to the what? The
how.
Okay, cool.
Eyes on the fingers.
V. Ice cream. It's an ice cream.
Ice cream?
He drew a
That
cone
felt like, yeah.
and then some.
Do you want
I
to
can do it again if you want.
Yeah, that'd be
show
brilliant.
Rosie?
Orientation.
I have to say, when he did this earlier, he was drinking.
That's
I
what you
wonder-
drew.
I wonder if it's, so it's B on the ice cream, because that felt like an ice cream with something on the side.
Or do you think that's like an exaggerated stinger?
Oh.
I think it was that way up.
Oh.
Yeah, it was definitely, the V was down,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then it was like a big
Oh.
circle on top, and then
Ice
a little
cream.
thing on the side.
Yeah.
There was like 2 little circles.
Ingested a
Exactly like
ingested a bee.
And he did 2 balls, didn't he?
Yeah.
That's definitely.
Yeah.
So it's a male bee.
That's important.
Mr. B.
Okay.
bee.
We should be referring to him
that. It is a
correctly.
Mr. B.
Okay.
Well, males do tend to kill more people they don't know than females. So, yeah, that's
Okay,
important.
I think we should. So if that's the how. So I think that's pretty clear that there was a bee in the ice cream, right? Bee in the ice cream.
Yeah.
Why don't I ask why you died from that?
Yeah. You know what? Why not? 'Cause
Why did you die from having a bee in the ice cream?
So do you mean this as in relation to the why of the actual,
Yes.
the why on there? Because
Yeah.
Motive.
The why is the motive more than the why you died.
What? But there
clarify.
is no motive if
Yeah,
you
the
just
how.
died from a bee.
The how is how you died. The why is the motive of the murderer.
Is it murder?
Or what are the motive of how you died in general?
Well,
just to clarify.
What is the motive of how you died? Please draw it for me.
Well, I think if it's that's the case, panic is the more likely answer.
Or self-defense, because if a bee's being eaten, you're gonna stab back, aren't you? If you're being attacked.
Yeah. If I was being eaten, I'd beat the shit out of the throat of somebody.
Of hot Melissa.
Of hot Melissa.
Why did you die from eating a bee?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah. Because then we'll get either panic or get allergy.
Yeah. Kind of.
Or so we mean this directly in relation to the why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Which way's up?
We'll have to work that out later.
Why did the attack lead to death?
Let's
Let me pop this down for you.
Can I stop with you, Dom?
Yeah. Ooh.
Can I swap with you?
Yeah.
Girl swap places.
Rosie can swap with Terry.
Play the music.
Hey, ready?
Because Terry can
Yeah.
solve this in 25 minutes, apparently.
That's right. That'd be great on your team.
Do you know the
I've
answer?
read the card.
Okay. Is this the only card in the game? Is it always this?
Imagine. Just
Keeps
a one
you going
time
for
thing.
hours.
You can never play it
Just
again.
keep you going for hours.
You can never play it ever again. That's it.
All of this.
All of this stuff.
What the hell is going on there?
I think this is a panicking person.
Yeah, that's a panic person.
That's panic.
What would you draw for allergy? Out of curiosity.
Yeah. Maybe an EpiPen?
Yeah,
I mean,
pills.
Yeah.
I think that's a
I think that's
panicking
panic.
person.
Okay,
yeah.
so we keep on asking questions until we run out of
'cause
cards.
we know that 2 were right before. And
Yeah.
we're still using
Stung, sting,
3 of
and
the same
bee.
words.
Yeah, that's
Wait,
a
where
very
are we
good point.
using a stat?
No, you're not using 3 of the same words.
No, how is ice cream, isn't
No,
it?
you've actually changed. You've
Wait.
changed multiple of the words now.
But B was the same.
B
Yeah.
was the same. The only ones you
Stung
said
and
that,
sting were the same.
Stung
no,
and sting.
only
But we're
one
not
of those
using
was the only one of those was the same. You didn't say stung.
No, we said swallows, not stung.
Oh, it's because of you fools! I said stung.
Okay. We said swallow, we didn't say stung, but yeah.
Are we sticking with house? Or are we saying sun,
Poolside.
poolside or...
House, garden. Oh, I don't know.
Ask one more question to clarify
Yeah.
that.
Should I do a haunted mirror? The pantomime one?
Yeah.
For where?
lovely.
For where?
For where?
Okay.
All right.
Where did this happen again?
Oh, wait, why don't you ask, like, was this inside or outside the house?
Why don't you just ask generically where, and then I can use one of mine really quickly if we're still on.
Great.
Sure.
Okay. Where did you die?
In a mime.
Yeah.
Yep.
In 3 seconds.
Okay.
3, 2.
Don't cut me down now. This is not part of it. This is me just having a breakdown.
Do you want an overture? Get you in the zone.
Just quickly giving her some breasts.
Little tits.
Well, those are wounds. So actually just
Booby wounds.
give a couple of stabs.
Booby wounds.
While
Really
you're
good drag
looking
name.
bored with the body.
Booby wounds.
Booby wounds.
Okay, I've got one.
Oh,
Ready?
Here we
It's
go.
a stand-up
It's a
job.
pantomime.
Stand up job. Here we go.
Outside.
So outside, definitely.
Yeah.
Poolside.
So,
Poolside, I think.
okay, so we're going for
Well, garden.
garden, right?
Yeah.
I think garden. There's no pool involved, let's be honest. Let's be honest.
We'll never know what that thing was. We can only presume
what the
it
hell
was a
he
penis.
spelling?
Oh, a house.
House.
But I think
Because you can't spell garden with 5. Would it be hard?
you'd
No,
have
but
to
it
spell
may not be spelling
guard.
house. It may be spelling, like, it may be an acronym or something. So, I don't know.
But it's
yeah,
because
that's-
before that we were on beach. So I
Did-
think he was just trying to direct us back to somewhere more domestic.
Yeah, okay. Garden.
But I'm not completely convinced. I think we'll lose because I think this is I think that card's going to be pedantic.
Garden. Poolside.
Do you have any more questions?
Sun lounger.
Lorna, you want to ask?
Is there anything else
But
we
also
want
to
to clear
think
up?
specifically, right? Like,
Let's ask another question about the where. Why not?
Um,
Was there a sun lounger involved?
where more specifically was it? Talking markers on the talking board, the Ouija
okay,
board.
sure.
Great.
More specifically, please. really
Or
good
like,
one.
what were you next to, or something like that? I could ask that if this isn't clear.
Yeah.
Can you spell out the word that's on your card? Have you been stung?
There you go. No.
NST. UYI. H. Okay, so we've got NST.
It's summer. If 3 is 2 M's. Summer.
What was your question, Lorna?
Can you tell us more specifically
Where you died.
where you died? Summer. It must be like a sun lounger then, right?
I can't believe we're taking so long on this. I feel like it's so simple. Oh, I'm so terrible at these kinds of lateral thinking games. That's why I'm an actor. That's why I'm on my way to Sister Act.
I love that you're an actor in Sister Act and not just a regular nun.
Yeah, specifically in Sister Act.
As if there are more actors in Sister Act than there are nuns in the world.
No. Yeah, she's on her way to work. Just
She's been
having-
roped into this exorcism.
Yeah,
Silent.
exactly. I mean, there's ED on the end, if that
Nicer.
helps.
It spells nicer.
Nicer.
Be nicer. That's the only word.
Silor, is that a word? Silod.
Silor was the bad guy in Heroes.
Summer.
Oh yes.
Summer is the best guess here.
I think it must be summer.
I think summer's
Timed.
a good shout.
Timed.
Let's. Should we make a guess?
I think we just
Yeah.
gotta
I think we're gonna guess.
So
B.
what are we saying?
B.
B, panic, garden, stung, sting.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're making a guess.
Okay.
We don't want poolside.
Or do we
No.
want...
I think that says poolside to me,
The
but
vulvas.
I don't know the picture and the cards. You know the way the cards are.
Well, shall I
Yeah,
ask
it's-
one more and ask? Shall I just ask what were you next to when you died? What
Yeah.
was what were you looking at just before you died?
Or what was next to you? No, what were you looking at? But what were you next to? And if we're talking about poolside, then hopefully we'll get a clue.
Yeah. Ghost meter.
Ghost meter.
Ghost meter.
Yeah.
What were you next to when you died?
Yeah.
What was I next to?
Yeah, like what could you see?
Okay.
What was the main feature that you were next to when you died?
Any sort of feature.
Up to 3 markers. Sure.
Yellow.
Hello again.
Yellow. Sand. It's got to be sand. Sandpit. Maybe she was in a sandpit.
Or a yellow towel.
It's
Maybe she's got one of those houses that features the beach.
Yeah, fake beach.
So
What was that one,
she,
Murray?
like goes
Heavy.
out to the beach.
Heavy.
Heavy.
sand is heavy if you have loads of it. It's
Yeah.
light if you have a little bit of it.
Same as most things,
It
really.
is the
isn't
same
it?
as almost anything in the world.
I did philosophy at uni. Genuinely.
But what you said was true.
Yeah.
You said a truth. You said a truth.
What's that one? Light.
Small,
So
small,
it's tiny.
tiny,
Sand.
heavy, and yellow. It's
Sand. It's sand. So she is at the beach.
What if it's a beach house?
Beach house.
Beach house. Beach house. Beach house.
Beach house. Beach house.
I'll go there.
It's got to be that, right?
Fucking hell.
But what is hot and yellow but a beach? She can't be in the desert. She can't be on the sun. What else? What else is hot and yellow? I don't know. I don't know what's going on anymore. I've lost all semblance of reason in my mind. I'm a terrible detective.
I can't read what I've got under. So I've got B, and then under Y, it looks like I've written pork.
Panic.
What do I mean? Panic.
Pork? Why? For pork. Where?
Um,
Beach house.
we're
How?
cool for love.
Stung. Weapon sting.
But beach house, if that was not one of the, if beach was wrong,
Yeah.
then beach house is going to be wrong.
But what was if beach was right? So beach house is the new answer. Let's just entertain it for a second. And under how, stung. We didn't have stung before. We had something
Yeah.
else. And then under weapon,
We had sting.
we had sting. But what was if we wrote bee's ass?
Bee's ass.
I
all
don't
about
think
the
I don't think
ass.
beach house is right.
Weapon.
No, I don't know either. But the sand is right. Sorry. Oh, yeah. Because that has to be right. So maybe B is wrong. Maybe it was a wasp.
No, it's a, oh.
Could be a wasp.
Let's go for B because I think the picture. We made it clear that we wanted a B.
So then maybe sting is wrong. But he said sting.
Unless it was a hornet.
Oh, fucking hell.
Should I just say garden? Should we just say garden?
Yeah.
Let's say garden.
But what about the sun?
This is the sun. And the sun is heavy.
Sun is heavy.
Heavy.
not small,
I've
is
no
it?
idea. Okay, let's just put garden.
It's far away.
Massive.
It's far away. And far away means small.
All right.
God, I don't
My
know.
pen's down.
What are we saying?
I think
B.
B.
Pork.
Pork.
Garden.
Garden,
Official guess.
stung and sting.
The official guess is
for our who, we are going for B.
B.
The Y is panic. Where is garden? How is stung? And weapon is sting.
Okay. That is not correct.
Oh, for God's sake.
Oh, bloody hell.
It's a good job ghosts don't actually exist and no one ever has to do this in real life.
You got 4 correct though.
Oh, good.
Wow.
So, here's what this story is. This is called Cheers, Honey. I was sitting out in the sunshine reading a book on the terrace of my lovely summer house, and I was unaware of a bee that fell into my lemonade. I accidentally drank the bee, which panicked and stung me inside my throat. I suffocated, trying to call 911, completely ruined a pleasant afternoon. So for the who, you could have had B. For the why, panic, fear, or instinct would have been correct. Where, the summer house, a terrace, or the balcony. And who, the how, suffocation or stung. And the weapon, sting or venom.
So if we wrote beach house, we would have got it.
So beach house may be close enough, I don't really know,
Summer
but
house,
summer.
beach house.
But the only reason we didn't put beach house because you told us that if the word was in the other one, we've got it.
I don't think beach house would have counted because
No, it's not a summer
the
house,
same as
really.
a summer house.
Were you
but-
trying to do
think so.
sand
I feel
here?
like I've been gaslit.
I
this
was
entire
trying
game.
to lead you away from. Problem is, if I'd done yellow, sorry, if I'd done blue, you'd said pool, and if I'd done green, you'd said garden. And I was trying to make it so that you didn't do those words.
Yeah.
I think beach
So I was
house
trying to
would
get you
have
to
got
think.
it.
I was trying to get you to think that this was a person at their vacation home.
Yeah.
And what's this?
It's so hard to do. You just said generically, where is it? So this is a house. This is the terrace outside. But that's how do you do a terrace?
Yeah.
Oh, we were close to balcony when there was the business
Yeah.
with the roof.
Is that supposed to be a balcony?
No, this is again just showing somebody alone. Importantly, so you weren't going to keep going on at the beach because other people would be at the beach. This is the sun, and then this is them standing on.
2 vulvas.
I'm just getting rid of that card really, but I'm using it to be like that's the floor.
That was much harder than I thought it
Yeah,
was going to be.
that one set of words was so difficult, and once we
Yeah.
went down beach, I was like, we're never getting back from beach. I don't know how we're ever going to get back.
Before I played this game, I thought this was Mysterium but impossible. Now I realise it's Mysterium but possible, but made impossible by the idiots you play with. They're idiots. I cracked this case! Day 1!
I'd be open to chatting with a ghost. I'd like to know if there's another side. But if all you have to do when you're a ghost is tell people how you died, you're constantly reliving your trauma. I think that's probably not a very nice state to be in. But some people are like that in life as well.
Go to therapy, y'all.
Go to therapy.
So that brings this game of paranormal detectives to an end. Join us next week on Board Game Club, where we're going to be playing Betrayal at Baldur's Gate. We'll see you then. 3, 2, 1, get on board!